Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 Podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. This is part 2 of 3. Be sure to go back and watch part 1 so you can get the full context of the story without any further delay. On to part 2. Back to Noelle. I think Adora not only... I think that Adora is not always the most observant. Adora is kind of a sack of potatoes. She's really stupid. They have shown, watch those Swiftwind Adventure mini shorts. I did reviews on each of those. Adora's like, I don't know, she's special needs how stupid she is. Where she like needs someone to be like, oh Adora, no, you don't eat your food that way. Like, I'm surprised she knows how to breathe, how dumb she can be. So yes, she's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, not in a good way, but in the head. I guess emotionally, she's still pretty empathetic, and Catra knows that, so she sort of has to take advantage of that, which she learned from Shadow Weaver to be a manipulator, and she knows Adora doesn't really want to hurt her, so that's why she was able to kind of beat her in all these fights. But that's so stupid, because Adora was taking swings with her sword, and she would have hit her with the sword, it would have killed her, right? But Catra knows, oh, you won't kill me. There's been plenty of times where she had her pinned down, and she could have just gutted her. You're not going to do that because you're Adora, and you're not going to hurt me because you're a loser. And she uses that against her. Again, very Shadow Weaver-ish. And when we see in Season 3 that this is the first time Adora actually sees Catra as her enemy, because she watches as Catra does horrible things and realizes that she has to stop her. She can't just keep taking everything that Catra's throwing at her because of some twisted idea that she deserves it. They never explore that. That's an interesting concept of people thinking they deserve the bad things that happen to them, that they deserve to be treated like crap. They deserve to have someone hate them because they didn't live up to their expectation, that they didn't live up to their friendship or their love. That would be an interesting concept to explore. They don't do it in this show. They just kind of leave it as subtext, and you kind of have to make it up in your own little, headcanons. But I would love to see in a couple of episodes where, there's no action or anything. It's just Adora thinking about, maybe Catra's right. Maybe I did make the wrong choice. Maybe, and then she has to think about these things, but she comes to the realization, no, even if I lose my friendship, even if I lose the one person I love the most, but it saves all these people, good, innocent, and kind people, that's my sacrifice as a hero. There you go. That's 4 episodes right there, but they never do it. She has to stand up and catch her and help stop her from hurting other people. Exactly. Even if it means losing everything. You lose your best friend. You can't allow others to suffer because of this idea that this girl's my friend, and no, it's not enough. So I think that's where we kind of leave them in Season 3. That Adora, for some time, is angry at Catra. She stepped out of place that she was in, where it was like, Catra must be right. It must have been the person who is at fault for all this. And I think that she's taken a real step forward by not kind of internalizing Catra's bitterness and anger towards her at this point. I'm glad that Noelle's saying these things. Show us these things in the show. Don't save it for an interview after the fact. That this would be something that we need to hear Adora's inner dialogue. Maybe she keeps a war journal or something, and then we can kind of learn these things, because we don't learn any of this. She gave her a nasty look. That's it. We don't get anything else. Of course, no follow-up questions, because by God, why conduct a real interview? Glimmer is also going through several huge changes, huge, as the show transitions into a potential Season 3. I love how they have to keep saying that. It's so funny. Stepping into a bigger leadership role, and without her mother really to guide her. You mean her mother to ground her? There was that's all their relationship was, is her yelling at Glimmer, getting yelled at, getting grounded, her sneaking out, giving her mom the middle finger, doing whatever she wants, being right for disobeying her mother, and then getting punished again all over again, being sent to her room. That was their whole entire relationship. Do you foresee her struggling to find her footing as it would essentially be queen now? Or in your eyes, is the character Glimmer emotionally ready for that next big step? Of course she's not. She's a whiny crybaby freaking idiot. She's selfish. She's entitled to everything. She's an absolute brat. But maybe this is it sucks that both her parents had to die for her to learn to be a decent person. Maybe don't tell your mom she's a coward before she dies. Maybe that. I would love for there to be some type of she has nightmares. She has reoccurring dreams that she's failed her mother, she failed her father. Show her that she was wrong to treat her mom so badly. I would really love for that to be part of that potential Season 4. Noelle Stevenson answers, I mean, those are the questions we're definitely going to answer as we get into the next few seasons. See how they said potential Season 4, and then she says next few seasons. So are there going to be 5 and 6? Are these going to be 3-episode seasons? They got greenlit for 6 episodes. It's going to be 6 more seasons, guys. 1-episode seasons. I think that Glimmer, we see her get more and more frustrated with the limitations of her powers, as she's always perceived, where she's the daughter of this perfect angelic immortal queen, and she is in so many ways rough around the edges because she's young. She's sparkly and she has to recharge her powers. She's not as strong as some of the other princesses, but she wants to be as someone who is as fierce as she feels. I don't know about that, about her powers not being limited. Here's the thing. She has a limited number of teleports. They never explain it. Is it she has 10 teleports regardless how far she goes? Or is it like a tank of gas where she can do one big jump, but it'll waste the whole tank? Or she can do a whole bunch of little mini jumps. See, they never really explain it because it's Noelle Stevenson. She doesn't take the time to explain anything. But I don't know. Again, this is stuff that you need to show. My God, I wish I could fix this. Give me seasons 4 through 7 and I can make you a pretty cool show. Even with all the things you've done before, I can make this really cool where you can care about the characters. Give them real emotions and real depth. Not just, yeah, my mom told me I couldn't do this. Well, now there's no one to tell you no, Glimmer, so you can do whatever you want now. But I think she's always thought Angela was sort of an obstacle to that, which is true. She saw her mom as someone who stood in her way, not as her actual mother, because, you know, she's a bad person. As Angela is one who always sees her as a child, and she's trying to break free from her mother in so many ways. But Glimmer is a child. What is she, 15? Maybe? Again, whatever the narrative needs the characters to be at that age, that's what they are. I'm guessing Glimmer is 16 at the most, but she acts like she's 11. So you are a child. So how do you want your mom to treat you? Like an adult? An adult who has no plans, who's a commander in a military, who doesn't listen to anybody? You mean like that? Act like an adult and I'll treat you like one. Don't act like an 11-year-old little spoiled brat and that's what you're going to get treated like. And I think she expects that she always will because Angela's not going anywhere. What? She died. This interview took place after season 3, so what the hell? I don't think Glimmer ever expected to be in the position to inherit Bright Moon. It wasn't on the table. That's true. See, that's another thing they can explore. The fact like, well, my mom's immortal. She'll live forever. I'll never have to worry about being queen because she'll take care of it. But again, just like in to reference My Little Pony, Princess Celestia and Luna are also immortal, but they stepped down and they allowed Twilight to become basically princess, but queen of all of Equestria. And they handled that pretty well. And I thought that was interesting. So we kind of have the same kind of situation where someone who doesn't believe they're ready is going to be forced to become ready. And that's another good story. That's another 3 or 4 episodes that you could do just around that without even talking about the war. Just Glimmer trying to fill the shoes of her mother, which you don't think she could ever feel like she's ready to do. But if you wait till you're ready, then you'll never be ready. It's just one of those things. You're going to have to make it work. So for her character arc was always about inheriting her independence. I hate that crap. You're a damn queen. You're going to have independence, but your people depend on you. You're not just some regular kid. Ugh, that's Noelle. I just hate those storylines. And so for her, but now she's actually just in the position where all those responsibilities are about to fall on her. And I don't think she's super ready for that. She's never had a reason to prepare for that. So like I said, it's something we kind of get into more in other seasons. See, here's the thing. So this is a season 5 thing? Like, so what's season 4 about? These must be super short seasons they're talking about because why would you skip that for future seasons? It's an immediate thing. Ugh. But yeah, right now she's reached a real turning point in her as a character. You think? She's going to have to be queen. I would love for there to be more scenes where, you know, the guard comes and she's like, well, queen. And then she's like, I don't like being called queen. She's like, well, you are. You're going to have to just accept it. Queen Glimmer, we have these 3 or 4 outposts are asking for more soldiers. You can only send soldiers to 1. So which one of these 3 camps are you going to protect and abandon the other 2? Those kinds of hard decisions that when Glimmer kept calling her mom a coward, that she really wasn't. She was just making tough decisions to try to save you from that. Was it right or wrong? You can explore those questions. But maybe she'll come to love and respect her mother through her death and learning to fill her shoes. She'll learn to care about her, which is sad, but that's a cool storyline. That's a cool plot point they can follow. Next question. Again, I think is the most interesting character, Shadow Weaver. We've seen Shadow Weaver manipulate a lot of characters throughout the show for her own ends. Could that be an avenue for that character might go down, that Angela is no longer standing in her way and Glimmer is on the cusp of inheriting Bright Moon? She is inheriting it. There is no other question. Unless they do something stupid and they like have Casta, she comes in and like they do like a stewardship where, oh, I'll be the queen in the meantime until you turn 18 or whatever. They might do something like that, but I kind of like the idea of forcing Glimmer to grow up, really coming into her powers. This is interesting. This can go in so many ways. We're going to do a separate video, me and Native. We're going to do a video about what we want to see because we did it in season 3 and those videos were popular. So we're going to do another one for season 4. But I'm just kind of throwing ideas out here. But Noelle goes, you know, I've always said that Shadow Weaver is the character that is most fun to write for me because I never know what she's going to do. Which is cool because she has a lot of mystery to her. The plan for her character, she sort of has more than any other character, really taking off in her own direction, which I find so fascinating because that's kind of who she is. She just always got her own agenda. She just always got her own agenda. She's always got a plan for how to get back on top. And I think frustrating thing this season, especially for Catra, I think is that she really pushes Catra over the edge. What do you mean you think? You wrote the damn show. You create all the feelings and emotions and thoughts in the characters, so wouldn't you know? You're not just some random writer. You are the showrunner. You are Noelle Stevenson. What do you mean I think? You know. I know all the little characters and thoughts and ideas and stories in my mind. I know exactly how my characters think and feel. What a weird thing to say. Is that I think Shadow Weaver really does think she's a good guy now. Well, that's stupid. I don't like that. And this is coming from the show creator, so it's true. Ugh, that's really dumb. Like, as far as Shadow Weaver is concerned, she's been thoroughly redeemed and everything she is doing is perfectly justified. Which, again, I think is what really caused Catra to snap. Because she experienced so much torment at the hands of this person. And to see her be like, and now I'm the one in the right, she couldn't take it. I don't like that. I really don't like that. And then just like that other article I did, check that one out. I did that video like a couple days ago. They're putting all this blame on Shadow Weaver. Catra has no responsibilities. She's literally a puppet and she just does anything anyone tells her to do. She just does it and she's a force of nature and has no will of her own. That's what they're saying. It's all Shadow Weaver's fault. But think about it. If it wasn't for Shadow Weaver, the world would have ended. Catra would have started her little portal machine and it would have destroyed everything. They wouldn't have been there in the Fright Zone to stop anything. So she is the hero. That's another plot point. That's another 4 episodes I could write where you have the people of Etheria are like, we want Shadow Weaver to be punished for her crimes. Glimmer's like, she helped me. She stopped she helped us get to the portal to stop it. I trust her. But then everyone's like, no, we don't care what you think. But she's like, I'm the queen. I make the decisions. See, that's another cool thing. You could do a couple stories about that. And what's going to do that's going to be the betrayal? I mean, is it possible that Shadow Weaver is just a straight up good guy and isn't going to betray? But you see those moments where she trained Micah, which was Glimmer's father. Okay, I'm getting into more of my my theories for what I want to see in season 4. We'll continue on with Noelle Stevenson. Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.